All right, guys. So I just put this together from the low that was 11.2, we'll call it, and to the current high, we are up approximately 113%. My time, Central Time, 10 a.m. It's currently 1:30. In the last 3.5 hours, this has rallied 112% from the low. So if you bought the dip, congrats. This thing has rallied. I did think we were going to stop at 20, but we just keep going higher. According to our channel, I did have here, or they just drew, I should say. You're at the top of the channel, and I would expect a pullback. I did kind of draw this since we fell 100% from pretty much the all-time high on Luna. I did draw this. We've had three rallies since we've dipped 100% in the last 3 or 4 days. The average time rally that we've gone up from the whenever the low was 67%, and the average that we've dipped after we've put in a high and then we go to the next local low before we rally again was about 50%. That's based off of a 58%. It's based off those three numbers right there. I just put that together now. So whatever we top out at, if the top's in right now, then another one would be 112% up, and then we'd have to wait to see how big the dip is. That helps me average into the best entry price, so I can DCA in before we get another rally up. And that helps me also know when to get out. It definitely won't be the perfect top or anything, but that helps me learn how to trade this better, because I do think over the next 10 or 12 days until the 27th 11 days until the 27th happens, you guys can make a lot of money if you do this right. And you guys can also lose a lot of money, so be careful. But I would say we're due for a pullback. I did remove my indicators. Let me add the RSI back. This is the one I use. So right now we're very overbought for sure on the 15-minute chart. I mean, we've gone straight up the last 4 hours or so. The 1 hour chart is very overbought. Very oversold to very overbought. Just went straight up. And the 4 hour chart it's clearly overbought. So if you're not in it, I would definitely say right now is not a good time to get in it. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. None of this is financial advice, of course, but I would say technically 20 was definitely very strong resistance. As of right now, you're above it. Short term, if we look at this on the 1 hour chart, this could just be a wick and we could fall right back down. So I wouldn't say we're out of the woods just yet. But, also from the last rally you had, you kind of put in a double. No, the last rally would have taken you to 24. No, so that's not going to be a double top, because this high is only 23,860, and this previous one was 24,640. So if that was a top, guys, technically it's barely a lower high, but it is a lower high. So just be very careful. And like I said, as of right now, that looks like it's just going to be a wick. I could be wrong, but that's kind of what it's looking like. So 113.81% from the local low is about what it was within a percent or so. So that's a nice rally for a 4 hour chart, for a 4 hour candle. Even a 4 hour chart, it just looks like an indecision candle. So we fell, guys, really fast, and we rallied up really fast. If anything else, I'm guessing this is the top or very close to it, and we're going to have a nice pullback down of around 50%. That's only off of 3 data points, so it could definitely be more or less, but that's about what I expect. If we fell 50% from that current level, if we were to do that, that would be 50%. If that were the case, that puts you right back around that local low. If not, make a new local low if it's a little bit more than 50%. Or maybe it's going to be a double bottom. We'll see what happens. But a 50% drawdown, give or take a few percent, would be about where you rallied from, which, in my opinion, that'd be a great point to start getting into a position again for Luna. So that's all I got. I know this was a little bit of a longer video, but I just want to talk about it and say that, guys, don't get in right now. I think it's very risky. I would say if you go back to 11, I'll probably put in some money, but I would not be getting in after this rally. Just wait for the times to reset. It might take a day for that to happen. Set alerts down here. I'm going to set an alert when you get back to that local low. But other than that, I would not be entering a trade right now. So with that being said, that's all I got, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, appreciate if you like and subscribe. By the way, I will be live here in about 3 hours on YouTube, so be sure to stick around for that at 4:30 p.m. Central Time.